Good morning. Happy Thursday, December 7th. This is taken after the last video, but I'm going to put it in before because I forgot to say good morning. Happy December 7th. I can't believe it. Time flies. Flies, really. Oh my goodness. It is 8:33 in the morning. I just finished my morning pump. Well, the morning when I wake up, like, for the day. Liliana just went off to school. I now need to fix breakfast because I slept later because her feeding times were different. And Dan woke up for I think it was like 5:45 feeding, which isn't a terrible time to wake up if you ask me. But I had just gone back to bed because she wouldn't really settle. So, yeah. Off to make breakfast. All right. It is now 10:16 a.m. I tried to fix my hair. I'm going to sit and knit for a couple minutes on my Afghan, my lap blanket. I added a stitch marker just because I like them. Little stocking that I made last year. Although maybe I'll move it up. Sorry if my rocking makes anyone nauseous. I'm gonna eat a brownie, finish my coffee. I went to go warm it up a bit with a little more coffee and realized my husband had consumed it all. It's okay. I really am trying to be really conscientious of how much caffeine I'm taking in. Not even for the baby's sake, for my sake, because my anxiety goes haywire when I have too much coffee, and it's only been worse since I gave birth. So I'm really trying to be cautious of that. So I'll knit for a few minutes and then, like I said, eat my brownie. I need to fill up my water, but I'll do that after. What else was I going to say? I hope that this isn't getting boring for people. It's basically like the same thing every day, I feel like. I do dishes. I do, put laundry away. I knit. I feed baby. And then I feed my big girl. I don't think she showed her Advent yesterday. It's always when I'm pumping that she decides she wants to video. I also don't know where I put my tripod. I suppose I could give her the camera and just let her do her thing. But, yes, so, oops. That's my story. So I hope people aren't finding this boring, but I not only do it for everyone else, but I do it for myself, and so that I can look back and see, like, next year I can look back and see kind of how my life was, and then be like, wow, I can't believe that, 1, we weren't sleeping, 2, I was up that many times in the night, and 3, life is so different, hopefully, in a year, and I'm sleeping through the night again. Wishful thinking. Liliana was always a really good sleeper. And Mariella seems like she'll be a good sleeper once she's able to sleep through the night. So for those that don't know, and anyone new here, thought I dropped a stitch. I have 2 daughters, one being a month old as of December 5th. We were in the NICU for, I don't actually know how many days, a couple weeks, 3 weeks maybe. I haven't exactly counted the exact number of days. She was born at 33 weeks gestation. She's still supposed to be cooking inside of me. We got home from the NICU about 2.5 weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago? I'm losing so much track of time, so it could be longer than that, but yeah. So that's my life right now, postpartum life. I actually, even though I'm sleep deprived, I feel a lot better than when I was actually pregnant. So I'm just working on trying to hydrate and eat healthy, and yeah. So that's my story. I think that's it. So I should stop rambling now and eat a few bites of my brownie. And I still haven't dealt with that yarn that's still sitting on my counter. That makes me upset because all I wanted to do was knit on a pair of Christmas socks, and the only other Christmas yarn I have is like two solid colors, a solid red and solid green, and I was going to make stripes, and I can't focus on that right now. So I guess I'm making my blanket, which is nice, but I cannot, it's too big now. I really can't pump and knit on this at the same time, and it's nice to have shorter rows sometimes too, so such is life, I guess. Oh well. I still might, when I do fix that yarn, I might knit it in like January. It just makes me sad because I'm like, I just wanted to knit on a pair of Christmas socks. Oh, it's okay. All right, I rambled for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go now. I may not be able to knit on this blanket while I pump, but I can knit on the blanket while I snuggle the baby that didn't want to settle. It's kind of hard because when she doesn't want to settle, like I had to pump, and I just can't, like I can't hold her while I pump, so that's, and I remember that with William too, that being a challenge. Oh, here, you, hold on. Okay, hang on. Where are you going? That it's hard when they don't settle, and you have to pump. If you have been in that boat, you must understand. It's hard, but it is what it is, right? She'll be okay. She's liking the passy, but she does not like when she loses it. And it's not fully in her mouth right now, and I don't want it to drop on the floor. But yeah, so I can generally knit when I'm not holding a passy with one hand. So my husband was tired of seeing all the apples that we went and got apple picking in the fridge, so he pulled them out, he peeled them all and cut them up, and so I'm making applesauce. Basically he made it, I just really added the cinnamon in it. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I usually put in. I don't think there is, and it smells amazing. I really wish that you could smell through the camera because it just smells so good. And now I want, tomorrow I'm going to try and make, where'd the book go? It was on the counter. He moved it. I'm not sure. But it was in, what is that book called? Hold on. I'll have to ask him where he put it. The First 40 Days, I think is what it's called. I have no idea who the author is, so I'll have to find it. Oh, I can put a picture here, if I remember. If I do this, it kind of signals to myself when I'm editing to put a picture. And they have like an oatmeal pancake recipe that I want to try. So maybe for lunch tomorrow, I'll make oatmeal pancakes. I just don't have the energy right now to do it. There is an event at Lana's school. It's like hot cocoa and stories, and there's a book fair. So I'm going to go. She is at dance right now. Dan took her to dance, and then he will stay here with the baby because we're trying to make sure she stays healthy. So I'm not going to bring the baby to the school. So that's my story. I'm gonna go eat some dinner and probably pump before we leave.